presenting a conversation on anything. Let's start.
It seems like a major change in our education system.
Oh yeah, I have one of the biggest change is the shift from 10 plus 2 system to the 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 structure. It focuses a lot on early childhood education, which is great.
Exactly. It starts with foundation learning, which includes pre-primary education. This will really help in developing basic literacy and numeracy skills from an early age.
I agree, but what I like the most is the flexibility it offers. Now, students can choose subjects across different subjects. That means no stigmatism in science, commerce, and arts.
True, it also promotes vocational education from an early stage. Practical knowledge is just as important as theoretical knowledge, and this will help students be more career ready.
That's right. Don't you think implementing all these changes will take time? Schools and colleges need proper infrastructure, trained teachers, and among these, parents and students.
That's a valid point, but the college is designed for gradual implementation. It can be the game changer for Indian education system.
Another good thing is that it emphasizes mother tongue and regional language as a media to instruction up to grade 5. This will make learning easier for many students.
Yes, but at the same time, English is more important for global opportunities. So, schools should ensure that students get a strong foundation in multiple languages.
Also, the NEP focuses on reducing the pressure of board exams. Now, assessment will be more holistic and based on real understanding rather than rote tests.
And don't forget about higher education reform. There will be multiple entry and exit options in college, which means if someone drops out, they can still continue later without losing all their progress.
That's really good. Plus, there's a focus, digital learning and online education. This especially becomes important after pandemic.
It looks like a step in the right direction. If implemented well, it can truly transform the way we learn and make education more inclusive and skill-based.
Absolutely. We just need proper education and hopefully we will see the positive changes in the coming years.
Thank you.
Only cover up the area, only area of two parts, that is square as well as the rectangle. So now children know about the square and rectangle because it's a class 5th standard. So from the beginning, from the first standard itself, they will learn about square, rectangle, the shape of the square, the shape of the rectangle and all. So we can ask them to pick them out like in the classroom itself. What all things are square shape and what all things are of rectangular shape. So that's we can start. And then we will start up with the next one. So the first part is already told by teacher Shobha. Now, along with that, there's an understanding which is developed because already you're showing the concept, you're showing the picture, you're showing the cutouts, those objects. So with that, students can apply the concept of area to the real world scenario. And the child learns to calculate, calculate the size of the room, the amount of paint needed for wall, how much paint, and how much of carpet area.
तो हमें उसका एरिया पता चल जाता है। इसी तरीके से स्क्वायर यानी जो वर्गाकार होता है उसके लिए भी साइड इनटू साइड यानी जो दो कोई भी दो भुजाएं हैं उनको हम अगर आपस में गुणा करके उसका वर्ग निकाल देते हैं यानी स्क्वायर में आ जाता है हमें, तब हमें ये जो एरिया है इसका यानी जिसे क्षेत्रफल कहते हैं वो प्राप्त हो जाता है।
Now, after teaching this, what are the learning outcomes we are expecting from the children? First, understanding the area is a stepping stone for learn more advanced topic in geometry and algebra in lower grades. Second one, to introduce the students to the practical aspects of measuring length and breadth. in their day-to-day life, wherever they see square and rectangle, they try to measure what will be the length, what will be the breadth, and according to that, they try to use the formula in their day-to-day life. Children learn how to calculate area, encourages critical thinking and problem-solving skills. So, children are learning how to solve the problems. Even in their day-to-day life, they come across square, rectangle, they try to apply the formula. Even in the class, even at home, wherever they see wall tiles or the floor tiling, the objects they try to calculate and find the area of square rectangle. Now, after the learning of the learning experience, what is the experience the child gets? First one, after all these things, the child is able to draw different shapes. You ask them to draw any shape, immediately chalk or the whiteboard, they can immediately draw the shape, different shapes, whatever shapes they can not only draw the shape, but they can measure, they can calculate also using the formula, whatever the step formulas are given. Secondly, they name the object around which are in square or rectangle shape, whichever shape, rectangle or square given, they are able to measure those shapes. Now, after finishing everything, like we have taught them what is square, the formula of the square, and what is rectangle and the formula of the rectangle. After doing all such things, we'll come up with the questions, whether they have understood or not. So, these questions related to LOT and HOT is the thing that to check us like whether whatever we explained to them is reached to them. So we started with a basic fill in the blanks by asking them the formula. Like fill in the blank, the area of the rectangle. First we'll start with the area, that is the formulas first, and then it is like most of the children will come out with the answers. So it is understood that they were paying attention and finally they have understood what exactly the area is. And then we will be asking them within the question and the options where they need to calculate in their mind and then choose the correct answers from that options. Then we have 2 of 4. So we'll give right answer as well as the wrong. They need to find it out which is correct and which is incorrect. So these are the basic things. Yes. These are the basic things, what we are giving them, training them, what they have learned from us. And then finally, we make them to do it by themselves by giving them the hot question. If you have a garden that is 5 meters long and 3 meters wide, how much space do you have for planting flowers? So now they need to calculate what kind of area they have and how much planting can be done. So this is what we feel they will understand in a better way by going from the basic to the higher level. I hope everybody have understood.
In ongoing Shiksha Kshamta Vriddhi Prashikshan 2.0, in this activity we are presenting here thought-provoking questions. For that we choose class 7 and we choose the subject that is science. And our chapter name is Plant Structure and Function. In this chapter, we choose the subtopic that is flowers, structure and function. In this topic, we are going to tell them about the whole structure and function of each part of the flower. So, here you see the structure of flower. Next, sir. We set some objects for that topic. The first object is students should understand the basic concept of flower structure. Then they should be able to identify different parts of the flower and their function. They should gain knowledge about the male and female reproductive organ of the flower. Then they should understand the importance of pollination and fertilization process. And they should be able to explain the role of flower in the plant reproduction. All these objectives are set by the syllabus or by the government. After learning that chapter, students should accept all these objectives. Next.
Learning outcomes. Learning outcomes after learning this topic, students will be able to identify the different parts of the flower such as calyx, corolla, endoecium and gynoecium. Explain the function of each part of the flower. They understand the difference between bisexual and unisexual flowers. They can describe the process of pollination and fertilization along with their types and explain how a flower transforms into a fruit. Understand the importance of flowers and their applications in various fields.
So we choose some objective type questions.
विद्यार्थ्यांना सर्वात आनंद कधी होतो बोर्डाने एवढे छान करून ठेवलेले आहे. एखाद्या विद्यार्थ्याला आपण विचारलं पेपर घेऊन आले तर 10वीच्या का पेपर घेऊन आलास का, तो काय बोलतो आलू 2020 खेळू. पण 2020 म्हणजे काय, त्याच्यामध्ये रिकाम्या जागा सत्य असत्य ट्रू ऑर फॉल्स असतात. अशी टाईप क्वेश्चन त्यांना खूप आवडतात आणि बोर्डाने तेवढी सोय करून ठेवलेली आहे. तर माझ्यावर जे आलेले आहे अशी काही क्वेश्चन म्हटलं की मुलं खूप खुश होतात. आता याच्यातले ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह टाईप क्वेश्चन कोणते आहे. क्वेश्चन नंबर चूज द करेक्ट ऑप्शन. त्याच्यामध्ये चार ऑब्जेक्ट असतात. आपण एक संदर्भात चूज द करेक्ट ऑप्शन. Which part of the flower is important for the reproduction of the plants? त्याच्यामध्ये in this there are four MCQs: fruit, leaf, stem, and stem. Then second, which of the following is male reproductive organs? त्याच्यामध्ये पण 4 ऑप्शन असतात. Which part of the flower attracts is safe for pollination? Where are the pollen grains production? अशा प्रकारे जे ऑब्जेक्ट टाइप क्वेश्चन असतात ते विद्यार्थ्यांना दिलेले असतात आणि याच्यामध्ये मुलांना खूप याच्यामध्ये एनओटी देन रिकॉल अशा प्रकारचे अंडरस्टँडिंग कम्पेअर अँड एनओटी नंबर 2 अशा प्रकारचे क्वेश्चन असतात.
काळ आहे गतीचा, काळ आहे गतीचा, थांबला तो संपला. या पद्धतीनं 10वीच्या बोर्डाच्या परीक्षेमध्ये अधिक गुण मिळवण्यासाठी जसे सरांनी सांगितल्याप्रमाणे ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह टाईप प्रश्न इम्पॉर्टंट आहेत, ते पैकीच्या पैकी गुण मिळवून देतात. त्याच्यानंतरचा पुढचा प्रश्न जो पैकीच्या पैकी गुण मिळवून देतो तो म्हणजे शॉर्ट आन्सर. आणि विद्यार्थ्यांना ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह टाईप प्रश्नाप्रमाणे शॉर्ट आन्सर सुद्धा आवडतात की त्याची उत्तरं शॉर्ट असतात, जास्त लक्षात ठेवण्यासाठी वेळ लागत नाही. आणि मग त्या पद्धतीनं या मुद्द्याच्या बाबतीमध्ये जे आम्ही घटक निवडला त्या घटकाच्या बाबतीमध्ये मला वाटतं आम्ही आमच्या तिन्ही तज्ञ मार्गदर्शकांना सांगितलं होतं की आम्ही एक शैक्षणिक साधन सुद्धा सोबत आणलंय. आम्ही काल ठेवलं होतं पण ते नेमकं आज चुकलं ते, ठीक आहे. आणि आज दुसरं सापडलं नाही तर याचा कोड पाठवतो तुम्ही. शॉर्ट मध्ये आपल्याला विद्यार्थ्यांना 2 ते 3 मार्क सहज मिळवून देणारे प्रश्न निवडले आहेत. बघा, तुलना करा, काही चूक असेल तर आम्हाला सांभाळून घ्या. व्हॉट आर द मेन पार्ट्स ऑफ द फ्लॉवर. याच्यामध्ये आपण एलओटीचा हा प्रश्न विद्यार्थ्यांचं अंडरस्टँडिंग कौशल्य जे आहे ते कौशल्य तपासून बघू शकतो आपण. व्हॉट इज द बायसेक्शुअल फ्लॉवर, गिव्ह अँड एक्झाम्पल. ऑफलाईन टाईपचा प्रश्न आहे एलओटीचा आणि याच्या माध्यमातून विद्यार्थ्यांची ही क्षमता आपण पडताळून बघू शकतो. तिसरा प्रश्न आहे व्हॉट इज द फंक्शन ऑफ द कॅलॅक्स. या माध्यमातून सुद्धा आपण ऑफलाईन हे कौशल्य एलओटीचं सहज पडताळून बघू शकतो. त्याच्यानंतर डिफरेंटिव्ह बिटवीन स्टॅमेन अँड कार्पेट या माध्यमातून आपण क्लासिफाय अँड कम्पेअर हा हॉट क्वेश्चन टाईपचा प्रश्न आपण पडताळून पाहता येऊ शकतो आपल्याला. आणि शेवटचा प्रश्न आहे शॉर्ट आन्सर मधला, तो आहे हाऊ डज अ फ्लॉवर हेल्प इन अ रिप्रोडक्शन. आणि या माध्यमातून आपण शॉर्ट आन्सरच्या 2 ते 3 मार्कासाठी एक्सप्लेन हे कौशल्य हॉट प्रश्नाच्या अंतर्गत पडताळून बघू शकतो आणि या माध्यमातून विद्यार्थ्याला आपण जास्तीत जास्त गुण मिळवून देऊ शकतो.
व्हेरी गुड सर.
दीर्घ उत्तरी प्रश्न प्रत्येक 5 मार्क के लिए आता बोर्ड में. लास्ट का जो क्वेश्चन होता है पुष्प की रचना और नामांकित आकृति बनाइए. पुष्प मतलब फूल, फूल के बारे में वर्णन करो, देखो और उसको फॉर्मुलेट करो. दिस इज द हॉट क्वेश्चन, 1 to 4 मार्क्स. उमंग और जायांग के कान के बारे में बताइए, उसकी तुलना करो, देखो. 1 के 2 हॉट क्वेश्चन. और ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. यहाँ पे
फूल का चित्र दिया है उसका निरीक्षण करो, निम्नलिखित भागों को नामांकित करो और प्रत्येक के कार्य के बारे में लिखो और तुलना करो और एनालाइज करो और हॉट क्वेश्चन 1 से 2 मार्क्स. विद्यार्थ्यांना अगोदर आपण हे सगळं दाखवलेलं असणार आहे आणि सगळं दाखवलेलं असणार ते विद्यार्थी आठवणार आणि त्याप्रमाणे आठवल्यानंतर त्या सगळ्या भागांना ते विद्यार्थी अवध येऊ शकतील आणि त्याप्रमाणे आपल्याला ते पण कौशल्य त्यांचं पडताळून बघता येऊ शकेल.
आणि हा टॉपिक शिकवताना ना मुलांना मी स्वतः एक फुल आणायला सांगतो आणि वेगवेगळी फुलं सांगतो, त्याच्या पाकळ्या स्वतः वेगळ्या करून आधी चिटकवायला लावतो आणि मग नंतर त्यांना ती नावं द्यायला लावतो की प्रत्येक फुलाचा आपण नेमकं जास्वंदीचं फुल घेऊन जातो पण इतर फुलांच्या मध्ये सुद्धा त्यांनी ती नावं ओळखणं अपेक्षित असतं. त्यामुळे इतर वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारची फुलं आणायला लावायची. पानांच्या बाबतीत तेच सांगतो, वेगवेगळी पानं आणून ते त्यांच्या वहीत चिटकवलेलं पाहिजे. नाम निर्देशन तिथेच वहीवर करायचंय. काही दिवसांनी ती पानं सुकतात, फुलं सुकतात, पण यात विज्ञानाची एक हर्बेरियमची एक मेथड असते, तर ती मेथड सुद्धा मुलांना त्या ठिकाणी नंतर सांगता येते की ती आपण कशी जतन करू शकतो. हा एवढ्याशा एका छोट्या टॉपिक मधून आपण वेगवेगळ्या पद्धतीने मुलांचं मूल्यांकन करू शकतो. आमचा ग्रुप होता, ग्रुप नंबर 2. आमचे सर्व पार्टिसिपेंट टीचर्स
इंट्रोडक्शन. Group number 2, participant teachers, Mr. Kisan More, Mr. Tukaram Bhatkar, Mr. Chandrakant Thamale, Mr. Madhukar Renkar, Mr. Rajesh Prajapati, Mr. Sujesh Singh. Thank you.
उड़ जाए लेके खुशी अपने संग